How much is Curry worth in a playoff game? That's exactly what we're going to look at here. I'm breaking down the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Golden State Warriors. This is Thursday, May 8th. Thanks for tuning in to Wager Talk TV. Well, Minnesota was a 6.5 point favorite. Now they are a 10.5 point favorite, a total of 201.5, with Curry being out. And again, this is where the injury system comes into effect. Steve Kerr talked about it. He said, these players will be motivated to play well while Curry is sidelined. He said, I don't need to give a one for Steph speech. Everybody knows they want to do it for him. Nobody has to say that. Since 2009, the Warriors have played 11 playoff games without Curry. They've gone 8-3 in those games. With them, they're 104-51. So a large sample size looking back over 13 seasons. But when I break down this game, I actually think there's a 4.5 point difference without Curry. The first game when a star gets injured, I do believe in that mentality that the people play better to offset his losses. After 2 or 3 games, he's likely out a week plus, so he's likely going to miss a few more games. I think that tends to fade, but I think there is that initial let's play for Steph, and it traditionally works out on the plus side. Now, when I look back since 2018, going to the database, in the playoffs, if you lost the game 1 of the series as a home favorite, and now you're a home favorite again in game 2, those teams have gone 22-10, 68.8%. How have they done as a more sizable favorite? As a favorite of 6.5 or more, they're 14-4 against the spread, so just as good. And as a favorite of 9 or more, going all the way back to 2011, those teams are 7-4. We've seen Golden State's offense almost non-existent this series against Houston. They shot 47.4% in the opener, then 41, 43, 42, 42, 41. In game 7 against Houston, they did shoot 47.6%. And then in game 1 against Minnesota, they only shot 39.1%. Minnesota shot 39.5%. So even though the total is here, I do lean with the under. I actually lean Golden State. But I'm going to go ahead and steal something from my son. I think when you're a father, it's not really called stealing if Jeff Michaels released the play to his customers, and I'm going to give it out to you here as my best bet on the show. And it's Buddy Hield over 15.5 points. That's actually plus 100, so it's actually even money. You're not laying juice. Jeff writes, Hield had 34 points in Game 7 at Houston, playing 37 minutes. Shooting 7 of 15, including 9 of 11 from three-point. In game 1 against Minnesota, remember, Curry only played 13 minutes. Hield played 40 minutes, had 24 points, took 19 shots, only made 7, but 5 of 8 from three-pointers. And Jeff points out in the 6 games where he played at least 23 minutes, his last 6 games where he's played that many minutes, and likely without Curry, he's going to see well more than that. He's averaged 20.3 points per game and has had 15-plus points in each game. So my official bet is going to be Buddy Hield over 15.5. And I do also like Golden State first half under 45.5. I think it'll take some time to get the offense going. It's a little bit different. They're not nearly as troubled as they would be if they didn't have Butler, because Butler really was the focus of a lot of plays. But I still think they're going to get off to a slower start. So Buddy Hield over 15.5, under Golden State 45.5. I do think Golden State covers this game. We'll see what happens. But the T-Wolves should even up the series 1-1. Please do us a favor. Click that like button and find out why over 200,000 of you are subscribed to Wager Talk TV. As always, we appreciate you taking the time to tune in today.